Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is your favorite professor, Professor Nez, and today I'm going to talk about how you can learn literally anything you want as fast as you want and retain it. The key word is retention. Being an educator in the higher education space for over 15 years, I know that the number one superpower to learning, the number one superpower to actually applying the knowledge that you've got in the classroom is retention. But first, if you're interested in being inspired and motivated every week, we put out videos every single week on how to get out of your own way. The number one thing that gets in your way is this dude right here, whose favorite word is can't. The little dude that lives inside your head, as well as writing, communication, storytelling, digital storytelling, 21st century communication skills, which every employer on the planet looks for, okay, in a future employee. You got to click subscribe because you're going to get all that and a whole lot more. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of tips really quick that you can actually apply today. We want this channel to be all about experiential learning. I want to teach you practical skills. Never mind that, scratch that. We don't teach anything here. We just remind you of things you already know. Familiarity, because that's what the truth entails. The reason it feels like the truth, those truth bumps that you get on the back of your neck, they're not called goosebumps. They're called truth bumps. The reason why you get that is because it feels familiar. It feels like home. It feels like something that maybe you lost or forgot a long time ago. That's what this channel is all about, is reminding you. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about when you want to learn anything that you want to learn as fast as you want to learn it, the key here has to do with your approach and your mindset. Ta-da! Pretty much what this entire channel is all about. Scientific research has actually shown that the previous kind of mindset, the previous mentality of the fact that after you reach puberty, after post 18, after the human being has stopped basically evolving and growing, that everything was set in stone. Well, actually, that's not true. It's not even close to true. As a matter of fact, there's been a lot of great new research and scientifically based evidence that proves that this dude in here is actually something that you can mold, can evolve, that you can craft, and you can actually learn new things faster and more readily available than ever because of this thing called neuroplasticity. And not to get too technical, but basically neuroplasticity states that we are continually evolving, that the brain is malleable, that it can transform, it can learn new things, that it's constantly evolving, changing, and it's formless, really. It's not set in stone. The point is that the mind is not set in stone, that you weren't born this way, hardwired this way, and that's all there is to it, and there's nothing you can do about it. No, exactly the opposite. So the first thing you need to do is you need to adjust your mindset. So what that means is, when you're trying to learn a new topic, whether it's piano, whether it's marketing, whether it's sales, whether it's martial arts, whether it's how to become a carpenter or what have you, whenever you're trying to learn a new craft skill or anything, subject, math, science, whatever the subject is, the key thing is to come with a fresh slate, a fresh perspective. You need to discard everything that you previously thought, all your assumptions, all your conditioning, all your presumptions, everything you think you know about that topic. This really comes down to eliminating your ego, to taking a big giant slice of humble pie, humbling yourself to the topic, not thinking that you know everything. How this relates to learning things and learning things fast is in the analogy of the child. You know, children learn things at astronomical rates. Children learn languages. Children learn behaviors. Children learn impressions. Children learn how to conduct themselves just based on their observation and their ability to understand. They know that they don't know. They know that they don't know, and they have this mind state of curiosity, awe, bewilderment, okay, amazement. They still see things as miracles. As we get older, as we become adults, we lose that, okay? The thousands of books of literature, millions and millions of articles have been written about this, the loss of innocence, the loss of that childlike state. Hell, even the Bible states, okay, you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, you must remain childlike. You must enter a childlike state. So having that childlike awe, that wonderment is really not difficult at all. You just got to throw away everything that you think you know. Actually be humble in front of your subject, in front of your topic, in front of anything that you want to learn, and be receptive, be open. Okay, be open and be curious. And that is one great mindset, and you will be able to learn anything in that mindset. That's why children learn so fast. Children don't take any classes on languages, but they learn Polish in 2 weeks. Children don't take any classes on behavior, on psychology, on attitude, on approach. The reason why they can learn so fast and so readily is because of that mind state that they're in. They don't know anything about the topic, and their curiosity is at peak levels, okay? Their wonderment, their awe is at peak levels. So you need to retain your awe. You need to win back your awe. Remember the last thing that you were really amazed by, really the last thing that blew you out of your seat, something that really just created that sort of childlike feeling of amazement, of miracleness, of complete bewilderment. That's the state that you want to try to, and it's easy. You can get back into that state. It's not a difficult state to get back into. You just have to be a little humble. You just have to come to every situation without the pollution, without the baggage of all previous experiences. This really goes to the mindset kind of that we try to advocate here on Professor Nez's channel. The idea that coming to things fresh, the idea of having a complete clean slate, the idea of not having this narcissistic sort of approach that you know everything and that you know about every topic. Cynicism is a very bad barrier to learning anything. If you're cynical, then you're in big trouble. My favorite quote when it comes to cynicism is by the great Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde was a great British poet from the Victorian era, and he says, "A cynic knows the price of everything, but the value of nothing." Think about that. Number 2, on how to learn anything and learn anything fast, you have to pay attention. You got to be here in the moment, okay? Most people, because we're living in such a dependent state on digital products, on digital tablets and devices, we're a device-dependent culture. Our attention spans have really shrunk. I wrote an article on LinkedIn talking about how our attention spans are basically below the level of a goldfish. Okay, goldfish, Nez Nation. Goldfish have higher attention spans than we do. Say what? That's really, really not good. But understanding how attention spans have shrunk over time, you have to be here in the moment. You got to pay attention. You got to be aware of that. This is not difficult to do. Well, Professor Nez, I have ADHD. A doctor told me so. Well, Professor Nez, I have all these. Look, I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything about your experience, but I do know this. That is your number one sovereignty. There's a lot of things in life, Nez Nation, that you don't have power over. The one thing that you do have power over, I hate to break it to you. but 90% of the things in your life, you have zero, goose egg. You have zero control over in your life. The one thing that you absolutely have complete overriding control over is what you give attention to, okay? Your attention. You can place your attention on negative things. You can place your attention on positive things. You can place your attention on the past. You can place your attention in the future, or you can be here right now. So the key to learning things and learning things fast is you got to have that laser focus. Really just make the decision, I'm going to focus on this one topic, this one subject. I'm going to be here right now. This has astronomical reverberations to other facets of your life. But the key to learning things and learning things fast is being right here. If this means that you need to reduce distractions in your environment, if you need to turn off your Wi-Fi, put your devices in airplane mode, maybe go somewhere outside of your usual space, somewhere different, somewhere more quiet, secluded, and solitary, then you need to do that. You need to make the decision to do that. But don't tell me you can't pay attention, because you can. You would not be a functioning human being in the 21st century if you didn't know how to pay attention to certain things. You just wouldn't, okay? So everybody can do this. Childlike state, number 1. Bewildered childlike state. Get rid of your ego. Try to look at things anew, fresh. Don't think you know everything about that topic. And number 2, laser focus. Be in the moment. Pay attention and watch what happens. You can learn anything. Yes, you can learn Mandarin. Yes, you can learn the piano. Yes, you can learn algebra, calculus. Yes, you can learn anything. Okay, Nez Nation? So try those 2 tips out. I would love your feedback. Please, please, please leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know what you thought of this content, if you felt it was valuable. Also, let me know if there's anything. Professor Nez, I've got a really hot topic or a hot question. Do you mind making a video about that? I read all the comments, so please leave your comments below. Please leave your feedback. I listen, I hear. I am humble. I am not here thinking that I know everything. I want to learn how best to serve you. So please, please, please leave comments below. And again, don't forget to click subscribe so you can always get notified. Hit that bell notification that comes up on YouTube, and you'll always be notified when I post a new video. We post new videos weekly on how to help you discover who you truly are and share your story with the world, the most valuable skill in the entire universe. Nez Nation, so glad to see you. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for watching. It means everything to me, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much.